I'm going to quickly give a very brief explanation of right hand and left hand technique on the guitar. You can go much more in depth, but I'm going to keep it pretty simple. If you have a pick and you're using it, instead of using just fingerstyle guitar, hold the pick so that it's about halfway choked up. You don't want it to be completely sticking out like that. You don't want it to be choked up so much that you have no pick showing. You want to be about halfway gripped on the pick. You also want to have a 90-degree angle with your thumb and the pick. So what I mean by that is you don't want the pick to be pointed, inward, outward. You want it to be pointed pretty much at a 90-degree angle with your thumb. Okay. If you're just strumming the guitar for maybe a chord, it doesn't really matter if your hand is anchored to the guitar. In fact, you don't really have to anchor it. But if you're playing solos or specifically, maybe a simple riff, you want to anchor your hand very close to the guitar. Most people will use their pinky and they'll kind of anchor it by just lightly pressing it down on the guitar itself. So I know exactly where my hand is. It's kind of anchored by the pinky. It's easy to know exactly where you're picking if you have that anchor. Okay, left hand technique. With your left hand, it's very important that you place your fingers in the correct area. If you're just starting out, a lot of times you'll accidentally press the wrong location, maybe right on the metal fret bars. However, if you want to fret a string, you want to press right before that fret bar. So let's say I want to play the 4th fret on the E string. The E string is the heavy one on top. Actually, there's a high E string too on the bottom. Let's just say we're starting with the heavy or low string. If we're playing the 4th fret, you'd count up 4 frets. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'd hold down right before that metal bar. We're not going to hold down the bar itself, but we're going to hold down the string right before the metal bar. That's the easiest way to do it. It's going to take the least amount of effort, and it's going to make the clearest sound. So here's what it would sound like. You could try another fret as well, maybe the 7th fret of the A string. Here's the 1st fret, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Let's give it a try. Okay, so just a very basic explanation of right hand and left hand technique on the guitar.